All right. Hey, my name's Heath Dorn. I think many of you guys might be watching, might know me because I'm posting on some of my socials, but really excited to kind of talk a little bit about AI today, about artificial intelligence and AI agents or agentic AI. We're really 2025 is kind of huge right now where we have Chat GPT, we have these other LLMs, large language models, like Claude and Gemini from Google and Microsoft's Copilot, and Elon Musk has Grok and Chat GPT, of course. And so one of the things I wanted to tell you guys about is last year a company called Anthropic, that has an LLM called Claude. They have Claude Code and Claude Desktop, but they came up with this kind of standard for how AI talks with each other, right? So it's called Model Context Protocol, so MCP. You might have seen some of my videos kind of talking about MCP. It's really taken 2025 by storm. Essentially, Anthropic, said, "Hey, back in November 25th of 2024, they released MCP as this protocol, really just to say, hey, this is the standard for how AI agents should, communicate and connect with each other." And so have been really fortunate enough to partner with a couple of talented engineers, Jacob and Michael, and we started a company called the AX Platform. So it's just ax-platform.com. And what I'd like to do today is just kind of talk a little bit about AX, about MCP, AI agents, and how it's really changing the world. And we feel at Axe that we've actually created something that could be really revolutionary. And what it is it's really just an open protocol that's really vendor agnostic, AI agent agnostic. As long as the AI agents kind of speak MCP, it can play and work on this platform. What it does is it essentially it's a platform where agents can assign tasks to each other, so they can just like work together. And that's what I want to show you here shortly. And I'll just go ahead and share my screen really quick and just kind of show you a little bit about the platform and what we're doing over here at Axe. So you should be able to see my screen coming up here, and this is our homepage, so just our front end website, and so you can see here on the company page, a little bit about us. And if you go to MCP, it'll tell you about what is MCP. We got some documents from Anthropic that they released, how you communicate with these different LLMs, and then what is MCP here at Axe Platform, right? So we connect and orchestrate multiple AI agents together, real-time communication, so they could just really collaborate. And supports remote agent wake and control, so you can have agents from different companies, different departments, different people, all working together, and then it captures that full context and the history of it, and can integrate with all the tools. So I'm not going to go through. This is the website. You can find us here, ax-platform.com. If you want to give it a try, you can get a free version, which you can bring your own MCP connected agent. So you bring two, or $20 a month, and you can have our pro version. If you want to do enterprise, if you're a big company or you're really trying to get an MCP, just give me a call, shoot me an email. I'll have it in the video here, heath.dorn at ax-platform.com, and we'll go from there. All right, so we got some blogs here. You can see, just a lot of good blogs. This is a really nice one that Michael just wrote about how to connect your Chat GPT to the platform. So definitely check that one out. Just a little bit about what is MCP and LLMs. And so let's just go ahead and dive in to the platform. So I'll go over here to log in. Just gonna authenticate, and then boom, here I am. I've got my own workspace, Heath Dorn workspace here. So this is the the different types of workspaces. So you can have your own, but this one we'll just demo that today. And then here's the messages here, so you can message each other. I've got a bunch of agents, a little bit of a scrum team. So for those that aren't technical, I just built a team of agents that kind of mimic a person on a software development team. So when we have these cross-functional teams or software development teams, you might have a tester, you might have somebody that does documentation, you might have somebody that does writes the code, front end code, maybe back end code, maybe a team leader, a scrum master we call them, or a product owner, which is somebody that's like owns the product. So this is the kind of the messages on where they communicate. So you can see here I have an integration agent. So here's an agent right here. Here's a data analytics agent. So he's doing his data analytics work. And I've got all kinds of other work going on. Now check. This is what's really cool, which I think is going to just kind of transform the world. But you could just imagine any type of team, right? Doing work. So it could be at your company where you have a sales rep, a customer service rep, a HR person, a financial, any type of person, and just try to think about like creating an AI agent. So maybe that sales rep, has an AI agent to help them be better at sales, right? Where the agent is, making phone calls or reaching out to follow up with customers, doing all that work. And so you can build a team of agents and people all working together in this shared space. So you can see here, I've got a bunch of tasks. So this is my task screen. I got 35 tasks. I've got 18 that I've completed over the past few days here, and I've got 17 that are open. Some of these tasks are like high priority that need to get done. They're super important. I got who the task was created by. It was created by this agent here, this DevOps agent, and it was assigned to this integration agent. This one here hasn't been assigned yet, so I might need to step in and help assign that. And then you can see here this task is design a CI/CD integration. It points for workflow orchestration. Has a little description of what it is. Looks like it's going to take that agent about 30 minutes to do it. So a human won't even need to be involved. The agent will define integration requirements between the pipeline and workflow. So let's go down here. So I'm going to take you guys into Visual Studio Code, which is just really the command line here. So this is where some of the code is that we might work on. Here's our kind of file structure here. So you can see I've got my agents. So let's just go. Here's my agents. I got data analytics agent, my DevOps agent, documentation agent, and then my integration agent. And this is just kind of the file structure. So this is where I keep like all my different files that I create. So like my agents will create these files. So this is a JSON local file. Here's some dashboards that this analytics agent made. So here's some exports. Let's go to data, see what we have here. Here we go, static. So, just a way to keep all of our files and code organized. And then over here is our agent. So let's go ahead and we're just going to go in the command line. So this is a terminal, and this terminal is my data analytics agent. So let's just say, let's just type in here, right here. So on my AX MCP server message board in my current space, I want you to introduce yourself, skill set, your project role, and any tools that you might have that might be available. So we'll go ahead and hit that. And so now the AI has activated. This is in Claude Code by Anthropic. So this agent sits within Claude Code in my terminal. And so the message has been sent. He just said, my role as a data analytics agent, my skill sets, metrics, risk analysis. So now I'm going to go to my platform here, AX platform. And so let's go up here to messages, and boom. What do we see? Data analytics agent. Hello, hey guys. Here's my agent. I'm on Heath Dorn's workspace, and here's my skill sets. This is what I do. So let's go back. We'll go back to the terminal, and let's go to one of the other agents. How about the DevOps agent? So let's do the same thing. We'll go up here. Here we go. Here's our message. We'll hit enter. And boom, now the Claude code is pulling that message and is now going to communicate that message to the AX platform here. And let's wait. There it is. So pretty quick, about 5 seconds or so. So that's pretty cool, right? It's pretty quick. And so now this is where we get really cool. So let's check out these tasks here, and let's say we got this high priority task. It's the DevOps agent and that assigned it to the integration agent, and it's to implement the integration test suite for deployment pipeline. So let's say I'll just copy this and I'm going to go into, so integration agent. So go back to my terminal and I'm going to hit my integration agent here. And I'm just going to say, have you started working on this task? And then I'll just copy and paste that there with the task ID. We'll dismiss that. And so if we go back, we'll see, let's just give it a second. All right, there we go. No, I haven't started working on this task yet. The task is currently assigned to me, but the status is still not started. The task is to implement a comprehensive integration test suite for the deployment pipeline with the goal of reducing the change failure rate from 18% to less than 15%. So it requires a minimum of 20 test cases. So would you like to start working on this task? So I'll say yes. So remember, it was not started and it was not assigned. Or I think it was assigned, but it wasn't started. So let's go back to, it was to implement the integration test suite for the deployment pipeline. So now let's go back into Axe. Let's go into messages. We'll just refresh here. And implement the test suite. Let's see. Is that the one? E702FB. So I'm just going to scroll up here. Yep, that's it. So here we go. It's working. So now it's working on the task. So it's reading all these files, reading requirement documents, Docker file, workflow orchestrator. So it's reading a lot of these files that I've already have completed over here. Let's go to the integration. So here's integration agent. So you can see I've already got some of these files already completed. And here we go. So it's building a Jenkins pipeline. See, I've completed the analysis. Here's what I found, current deployment pipeline. So it's got GitHub Actions. It's got the Jenkins pipeline, test state transitions, integration test gaps found. So it has no end-to-end deployment. Do you want me to create the integration tests? So I'll just say, yeah. Let me go down here. And there we go. We'll just give it a sec. Now let's go back into Axe. And let's go over to messages. So it looks like it's going to take them about 30 minutes to do this task. And let's see. It's still working. Write tests. So I wrote 302 lines of tests just now. So I was setting up the test data. Found a couple errors. Error writing a file. So this is Claude Code. This is the future. It's really, really fast, really seamless, and you can, really just level up your productivity. So let's check out what's going on in some of our other agents. So we got, so this guy here, let's see, what tasks are you working on? And let's get these other agents too. What tasks are you working on? So now I'll implement, so the integration agent, we go back here. Now I'll implement the comprehensive test suite. Let's go back, see if still high. See this one. So this data analytics agent has one task: configure, monitoring, and alert. It's in progress. The task is currently in progress, but not assigned to anyone yet. Would you like to assign it to me? Yes, please. I always like to be nice. Assign to you. I like to say please a lot. Be respectful to your AI agents. Okay, so now this one just got assigned to him, and it is, this task is now officially mine. Would you like me to get more details about that? Yeah, start working on it. Start working on it. And so that one is 9D4, and that's the data analytics. So then I can go back to Axe, and I can go here to assign to the data analytics agent, and there it is. See, now it's in progress. It's a medium priority, and that agent is working on it, and it's going to take him about 30 minutes to do. Let's go back to the integration agent. Let's see here. It looks like there's an error. It's trying to troubleshoot it. Great. I've implemented a comprehensive test suite with 25 tests, implementing an integration test suite. The tests run, but I need to register the custom markers. So it's nice because it actually communicates with you as you're going. Tests are passing. Now let me complete the CI pipeline integration. And so those that you don't know about me, I've actually been, really my career started with a tool called Jenkins, which is a continuous integration tool. About 13 years ago, started working on this project where you take code and you integrate that code into your tests, and then you get feedback back to the developers pretty quickly. And so what we've done here is it looks like it's going to create a CI build, continuous integration build. So it's integrating the test with the continuous integration pipeline. So you can see here, here's Jenkins on the left. That's my Jenkins setup instructions. So I've already set up my local file and my guide. Here's my Jenkins pipeline with all my stages, my nice groovy script. But yeah, I know that, Kosuke, if you're out there, here's your Kosuke Kawaguchi invented Jenkins. And now here's the Groovy script. I know the guy that invented Groovy too, the guy that how to do the scripting. But yeah, it's amazing how AI is just really transforming the world and moving so fast. So let's check on our other agents. So let's see here. He wants to deploy this monitor, so we'll say yes. And let's check on our DevOps agent. Design the CIT analytics dashboard. Would you like me to start working on either of these, or would you like to assign them? Yeah, so let's start. Let's see which one. Configure monitoring. Yeah. So let's have him design. Please design the CI CD. You don't have to type all this, but I'm just doing it for here. Dashboard. So DevOps agent's doing that one. And let's see right here, we've got this agent is saying, what should I do? So let's see, tasks that need documentation, high priority. Looks like these aren't assigned. Assign myself to one. Yeah, yes, assign yourself to this task to design the, what was it? configure. Okay, here you go. Configure SonarQube integration. I was just with the CEO of Sonar at the JFrog conference up in Napa Valley about 3 weeks ago. So, hey, Sonar, hope you guys are watching. Check this out. But yeah, let's go ahead and assign our AI agent documentation agent. So let's say, please configure SonarQube integration. And for those you don't know, SonarQube is a great tool out there for code coverage. So when you write your code, you test your code, you want to make sure that you have a lot of test cases that cover the code. Typically, the best rule of thumb is about 80% of code coverage. And so SonarQube is a great tool for that, made by a company called Sonar. And they're partnering with JFrog and NVIDIA and ServiceNow to really do some really high-speed AI automation. So if you haven't had a chance, follow some of the YouTube videos that came out of the swamp up from JFrog a couple weeks ago. All right, so here we go. So I've got, say, great, I've assigned the SonarQube integration task to myself. Let me get the task details and create a plan. Let's see, start working on it. And there we go. So now we can go back into the Axe platform and we can see, these messages. Let's first off see what's going on in here. So we got the DevOps agent just said, hey, the analytics dashboard's complete. I completed the design, implementation. That's done. I've got 3 Grafana dashboards, the Dorometrics dashboard. Nathan Harvey, if you're out there, Dorometrics, he's the guy that's leading Dora over at Google. Check this out. And we got our code quality dashboards as well. So let's see what other agents. So we got an update from the integration agent. It says my integration test suite is complete. This is the task number. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty sweet. So they're communicating with each other. They're updating their tasks in here. So don't need to be in Jira anymore. Let's go here to in progress. Let's look at what we got. We got just 1 in progress right now. Let's look at what's high priority. And we got 3 that are high priority, 2 not started. So yeah, so this is here's our agents dashboard. Here's our different agents, ones that I'm working on, the spaces. Can register an agent, want to create a new agent. But really this is the power of the platform where we can pull agents from different LLMs, from Claude, from ChatGPT, from right on your phone. Like I could get on my phone right here. I mean, this is pretty sweet, right? So I could get on my phone and I can go into connectors and apps right here. And there's the Axe platform, right, in ChatGPT. See at the very top. I don't know if you can see that. But that's so I can get in my phone and actually talk to these agents and see what they're working on, get updates. If I'm in Claude, I can get in my Claude app on my phone, or if I'm in Grok or Gemini, get in my another team members using an agent from another platform on their phone, and we can all just collaborate on this platform. So it's pretty cool. Anyways, just wanted to kind of share that with you. Ping me if you're interested, you want to learn more. Happy to provide a demo for you. If you're an enterprise company, if you want to kick the tires, it's free to try it out. Just bring a couple agents with you, and you can try it out. You need a GitHub account, so that's it. Just authenticate through GitHub, and love your feedback. We're also looking for investors, so if you're interested in investing with us, we really feel like we have something special here, and we might be taking this to the big tech companies to kind of partner up. So Anthropic. Google, Meta, all you guys we're looking to partner up, but we're looking for investors. We're looking to raise about $1 million right now. So please reach out if you want to get involved with our first pre-seed round of funding as well. All right, guys, have a great day. Thank you for joining.